There it is.
Alright, so again, the crossing is 61 foot wide. Again, over here we'll have 8 foot of vertical clearance. The right side, I actually have a graphic here that kind of shows it a little bit better. Let me pull it out here real quick, see if I can find it here. But there's a cross section that shows what it looks like there. This one's not the best. See if you can find it. The traffic you see in the median right now is it's the eastbound traffic. So eventually that's going to shift on top of the bridge up there. So all that'll come out will be open in the median until we have any future traffic, and then obviously we'll have the wildlife crossing and/or high-speed rail or bright line. If that ever comes through, then I'll have to be elevated as well. So all that'll come out in the median. So you can see the westbound traffic's already on the new bridge there, so they're already going there. And then again, this traffic once they get they're working on the interchange up there, and again all that traffic will be shifted up here on the bridge. So all of it will come out and open, and we will fence it to keep the wildlife from getting up into the median anywhere as well. So
You let the vegetation in the middle just do whatever, or will you cut it?
so we're gonna basically let it do whatever. So they got to come on here and finish the grading. They haven't finished grading everything out yet. Again, they have to put that swale in here. So Nicole's got a picture of it here, kind of what it'll look like there. But so you can see the left side will have kind of like the terrestrial shelf over here. And the right side will have kind of that, just a little swale there to allow the the aquatic species to go through, and it ties nicely into this little marsh right here. And then the other side's actually pretty wet over there as well, especially this time of the year. So
Drainage, like, so if it does, you get a whole bunch of rain, will it fill up, or
it'll drain out. Yep, yeah, it'll be fine. Yep.
What are you using as the ground?
Just be natural ground. It's natural ground, so yeah, we'll let the vegetation grow up and stuff, and it seems to work pretty well. They like the cover. We actually we've been talking to the wildlife management area about planting some more trees over this area. Obviously, they mowed it for us here today to keep it down, but it normally looks like that, where it's 4 or 5 feet high. So, so we might try and have them mow it, and
It looks like you're on the back end of this project now, right?
Yeah,
How close to, what's your timeline?
So the product will be, all the traffic should be shifted. They're actually telling me next month in October the traffic will be shifted, and so this will open up, and they still have to pull out all the pavement and everything. So the project won't actually be open for wildlife until about January, about the first of the year. So, yeah, it's right away. And of course, this project's been for me, it's been going on for like 2 years or 3 years, and plus all the design. It's like 5 years in. It's like, come on, hurry up, let's go. I want to get this thing done. So I'm anxious to see it going. William is doing a lot of monitoring out here for us and collecting all the wildlife data. And even before William, we had our cameras out here, again, verifying that, hey, this was a good location. Because I'd never been out here before. I didn't know what was out here. And so we set the cameras up, and sure enough, right away we were getting deer and coyote and bobcats and raccoons and, armadillos and you name it. So it was good.
When you say open for wildlife, are you going to actively prevent them until you're ready by putting fencing? No, they will whatever.
No, it's just like it is today. Again, this fencing didn't exist before, so they're smart enough to know not to try and cross. So we may, again, depending on how things go, I don't think we'll need to bait them. Again, usually the bobcats and raccoons are the first to go through. The deer are a little bit more skittish, but you get that first one through. Usually a big buck or something will come through there, and the other ones will follow. So.
Can you describe how fencing is going to tie in with this project? Sort of what your plans are?
Absolutely. I think it'd be good to kind of go back over here too.
Okay.
So we have fencing that ties all the way back down to the interchange, and it again goes that way another probably almost a third of a mile. So there's almost a mile of fencing, and it's on both sides of the road, and it's 10 foot tall. It'll end up with the 3-strand barbed wire, and it's actually referred to as herpetology fencing. And so it's this bottom basically 2 feet, 2.5 feet. So it's got a smaller mesh pattern that won't allow like snakes and lizards and frogs and stuff to be able to go through to get up on the interstate. So we've never done it before. This is the first project we're going to try it on. See how it works. So right now they've actually excavated that out a little bit so they can get that mesh in there, and then they're going to fill it back in, so it'll be all covered up. And so it's supposed to be buried 6 inches so that again we'll have to get underneath. So.
Excellent.
And again, this is a little wet over here, but this is the box over here. Now fish can swim there. Frog just hopped into there, so there's a lot of frogs out here over here. So, but
How far did you say the fencing
so
goes?
it'll go about a third of a mile that way, and then
Okay.
basically 2/3 of a mile that way. So we're kind of basically, where we're at. So the end of the project is just down there, about a third of a mile where they transition back in. So we're stopped there for now. So.
You said you're also doing something
While I put the fencing in there, that's drawn to the opening.
So nothing going back that way. That's a
No.
visual sort of.
And again, we'll work with the staff at FWC in the Holochi Wildlife Management Area to, again, depending on how things go, we think it'll work really well. But if things aren't happening, we'll work with them to figure out some ways to maybe crossing locations within Polk County that we're, we have planned, or 2 more planned, and then plus this one under construction. And so we know that this is very important to get them across the I-4. So, and to get them north into the Green Swamp, and then hopefully eventually up in Ocala and so forth. So.
But you'll have cameras set up as
Yes.
well. And
Yeah.
because I wonder, just as watering holes became popular places for animals to congregate, whether in storms, animals wouldn't congregate here waiting out the storm.
They might. There's plenty of water. Obviously, you have the big Bar Lake back there and stuff, and there's other things. But we don't get in the summertime when it's really hot out. We'll get panthers actually come and lay down at the crossing. So it's like
that's
10
what I was
degrees
wondering.
cooler in
Yeah.
the shade of the crossing. So we've gotten that before. It's pretty rare, but they'll come in and lay down for 15 or 20 minutes and cool off, and before they move along. So. Yeah.
Fascinating.
So we've seen a lot of tracks on that there. So especially before the fencing was there, they had cleared it out, and like in it was real muddy there. There's all kinds of deer prints and stuff along there. So there's that side is really untouched over there. This side is more kind of more managed, I think, or whatever. So it's really nice habitat over there. It's a little wetter over there, but it's nice.
Now, why is it this one has the buttresses, so to speak, and that side doesn't?
So they haven't, because of the traffic that's there, they haven't been able to finish it. So once they clear the traffic out, then they'll be able to put the angle, what I call them buttresses.
Right.
So it's basically, you see they have a temporary wall up over there too. Again, that's for the traffic. So once the traffic is removed, then they'll be able to make it a nice slope like it should have.
So the whole thing is going to be sloped all the way down.
Well, it'll just have a slope to the median, and then,
Right.
again, eventually in the future, they'll have more lanes in there and maybe high-speed rails. So.
Okay.
This is a little random. Does FDOT ever have to think about bridges?
That's a fantastic question. So I've been more inclined to try to do that. Some sort of like a back house on a bridge. I think they've done it out in California. I went to Hikuit a couple years ago, and they showed how they built embedded right on the bridge, like a bat house. I'm trying to do that for my next, project I'm going to try and get in. So obviously, we got our hurt fencing, so it may be nice to incorporate, some bat features as well. So this is really great habitat over here with bats. So, but yeah.
Yeah, in Oregon, I've seen where they've taken modern bridges like this without crevices, and then laid crevices all the way across, just perfect for bats and bugs.
Yep.
Oh, so then it is done using the infrastructure as a habitat in itself.
We have bats on many of our bridges. This one, again, like he's pointing out, it doesn't have as many of the crevices in there. And so they might get up into some of those other ones over there, but, or even behind over there, but they like a little bit more vertical clearance. So like even on the ones not on State Road 29, that has an 8-foot vertical clearance, and they're in all places there. So
So once you move the
traffic over
to here,
so this will all be cleared out. It'll be nice and leveled out. And again, it'll have that kind of that swale on it just comes straight through. We'll have the fencing just keep the wildlife in, and just the open grass area. So they on the end of the median, so they don't go down the median.
Oh, oops.
I'll look into it. Stick a blue sign on it.
Like you got the great wording for it.